Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Wednesday, February the 28th, 2024. Excuse me, Wednesday, February the 28th. Getting ready to get a trusty, dusty cough drop, y'all, so this way I don't start coughing through this whole thing. I feel a cough come out. Okay, so let's see what's happening in GH land. What's happening in GH land is Brooklyn was trying on wedding dresses that Maxie arranged to have sent over. And Lois, they even had a flashback of Lila. Lois wore Lila's wedding dress at her marriage to Ned. Lila wanted it to kind of be passed down, like she wanted Tracy to wear it, but it wasn't Tracy's style. Tracy didn't want that dress. So she put it away, and it had a scene of a young Lois and Lila talking, and Lila said, "So now my granddaughter, because Ned is her grandson, now my granddaughter will be able to wear this dress." So Lois was so happy, and Brooklyn was like, "Oh, that dress was so beautiful. So many of the Cirillos wanted to wear that dress at their weddings and nobody could." And I thought, why would they be able to? Lila let Lois wear the dress. She wasn't giving the dress to Lois. Lois was becoming a quartermain. All Lois's family in the hood, no, 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 y'all don't get to wear my dress. No, that's for your grandmothers and mothers to pass down to you, not this quarterman. I was thinking, why would they be able to? So Brooklyn asked Tracy, she goes, "What happened? Whatever happened to the dress?" And Tracy says, "I guess it's in storage somewhere." And she got to thinking about it. And I thought, well, for one thing, even if they find that dress, Brooklyn is nowhere near the size that Lois was. Okay. Realistically, they would have to pretty much redo the dress to make it big enough for Brooklyn to wear it. So, and I they maybe they will, like Tracy will get it out and had it tailored or really let out for Brooklyn to wear, but we'll see. And Tracy, we had Finn, Chase, and Gregory. Chase asked Finn to be his best man. Took a long time for him to ask his brother to be his best man. You would have thought that would have already been done. And of course, Finn says yes. But then Chase gets on his phone. He gets a prenup to sign. And Brooklyn hadn't talked to him about it. No one mentioned anything. And he didn't know what was going on. So um, Gregory says, "Well, call her." And he goes, "No, this needs to be done, face to face." So he's going over there, and Tracy had got a notice from the attorney saying, "Oops, we sent it over to Chase, Hamilton Chase, instead of it was sent to him in error because Tracy and Brooklyn were supposed to go over it and they were going to take it to Chase." So Tracy says, "I made a mistake, or a mistake was made, and unfortunately, you might pay for it." And Brooklyn was like, "What mistake could have been made that I might pay for?" So Tracy told her, and she goes, "How would you have a prenup made up and I didn't approve of that?" And she's like, because that's standard procedure. You're a quartermain." And I thought, yeah, it is if they choose to invoke it. Did Ned have Olivia sign a prenup? I don't know. Comic Corner, anybody remembers Ned and Olivia's uh, first wedding? Because they did their vow, yeah, first wedding, because they've been married twice now. Did Olivia ever sign a prenup? I don't think so. And Michael and Willow never signed a prenup, you know. Michael's worth millions. So, but Brooklyn, I guess with Alexis, not Alexis, Tracy thinking she's going to inherit deception. I mean, and it's bottom line, that is normal standard practice for a wealthy family to do. So I don't know why Chase is tripping. Of course, he's a cop. He don't need a prenup. What does he have to pass on? So anyway, they'll work that out. Um, we already know it. It was Karen, Scott's daughter's birthday. So Scott was at graveside bringing flowers, and then John Kate shows up, and they're both, talking about their hatred of Sonny and blah, 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 and tell me you're here to bring him to justice. And he goes, no, I'm actually here to protect him. And then I fast forwarded all of their interactions. Um, and then we also have, let's see. Okay, Josslyn. Josslyn is in the town where she found out Dex had been, or the bodyguard had been. And she's just showing Dex's picture to people. Have you seen this man? Maybe he has a beard now. Have you? And the guy's like, no. And she's like, are you sure? He goes, yeah, I'm sure. I haven't seen him. And I'm thinking, Josslyn, Dex is supposed to be in a safe house, right? And she is out there. See, this is why she can get them both killed. Even though no one is looking for Dex as far as other mob families yet. So Sonny would be the only one looking for Dex. And Dex says, Sonny's bodyguard says, look, the boss still hasn't made up his mind if you completely in the clear, which the boss has, right? This is that halfway point where Dex says that Brick is going to be getting like Dex's fake ID and all this other stuff, and they're going to set him up with some money in an account, and then he's going to go there and actually do the disappearing. So he takes her back to his place, and they're talking, and she goes, I had to find you. She told him how upset she was at Sonny, and he gave her the letter that Dex gave her, and she's just like, they start talking, and of course, they missed each other, and oh, I missed you so much, and oh, I love you, blah, blah, blah. So they end up in the sack. So when it's done, Josslyn is like, okay, so we're going back to Port Charles. And Dex says, what? Uh, Joss, I can't go back to Port Charles. Sonny sent me away for a reason. And she goes, Sonny is going to just have to get over it. After she goes, I hate Sonny. And Sonny is just going to have to get over it. And so Dex looked at her and he said, Josslyn, I thought you understood this. And she's looking at him like, understand what? Right? So tomorrow he's going to have the conversation of, if I go back, not only am I in danger, not just from Sonny, but I'm in danger from other rivals, because they're going to try to make me give up information on Sonny, and they will see, he needs to just tell her they will torture me. And another way they might torture me, Josslyn, is by taking you and hurting you in front. See, Josslyn is not thinking, because Dex will give up everything he knows if Josslyn's being hurt, right? So we'll see what conversation he has with her tomorrow. So Sonny shows up at the playground. Carly has Donna at the playground, and Donna's, doing her thing. And Sonny comes up and says, Daddy. So he gets a kiss, and they're talking. And Carly's like, okay, so you didn't come here just to see Donna. What's going on? And then he said, well, I forget what he tells her. And then she says, yeah, I have a visitor now becoming a regular at Bobby's. John Cates? And he goes, he's coming to uh your place of business, right? And she goes, yeah. She goes, first, I didn't know who he was. And he says he didn't know who I was. And she goes, but you know how that goes. And then she goes, and then I find out who he is. He tells me, and I immediately know he's coming after you until he tells me about the mob bosses all being killed. Olivia Jerome being the latest one. And she looks at him like, and why didn't you tell me? Right? She's just looking at it. And he goes, I have everything under control. And she goes, really? Do you really, Sonny? You have everything under control. She says, what else is going on? And he goes, well, I could tell you, but after what happened with the Dex situation, no, I can't trust you. And she looks at him. She goes, really, really, okay. You can't trust me. Now, with the whole insider trading situation, and they offered me a deal for me and Drew to go free if I gave them information on you. I flat out turned them down, Sonny. And you know I flat out turned them down because I would never give information on you. What Michael and I did, we did to protect you, to keep you safe. Yeah, yeah, that's what you're saying. But no, what that was betrayal. And she that was a betrayal. And she looked at him, she goes, oh, you know what? Like, you know what? You think what you want, you say what you want, because that's what you're gonna do. I'm not even gonna try. I mean, she was like, I'm not even gonna try to talk to you about this, right? So then the next scene, they're sitting down, talking calmly. Um, Even though he's upset at her, they still have this amicable existence and respect for one another. And so she told him, she said, Sonny, I am worried about you. Well, there's no need, I mean, contrary to you all, my family's belief, I can take care of myself. And she has tears in her eyes, right? She's not crying, but Laura Wright can get teary-eyed in a heartbeat. So she's looking at him and she said, I hope so. I don't want nothing to happen to you. And he says, well, I gotta go. She goes, aren't you gonna go over there and say goodbye to Donna? And he goes, she's having too much fun. Just tell her daddy loves her. She goes, yeah, I will. And he leaves. But Sonny wasn't doing his use. He's already calming down from that. Because Sonny, you know how he yells and he's overbearing and he wasn't. But plus, they were in front of Donna. He would never do that in front of Donna. But even when they were sitting next to each other, she's she knows you mad at me now, but in a month from now you won't be. Let's just hope you alive a month from now. Let's hope that, right? So that's pretty much all that happened. Nothing else happened. Um, yeah, nothing else really happened. Yep. So anyway, let's go to comment corner. Comment corner. Denzel says, I understand Maxie was mad at Spinelli that she can do things on her own, but if this is a hard struggle time for you, for why not ask for help? Yes, Spinelli was at wrong too. Okay, you're missing a few words, Denzel. Was it wrong too by not telling Maxie and lied to her? But at the same time, I feel bad for Spinelli when Maxie told him to pack his stuff and leave. I definitely still see them making up and going back out with each other. And then Denzel also says, well, yesterday's episode of GH Tuesday wasn't wasn't shock at all this time that Sonny walked away from Nina, but at the same time, Sonny should have at least told her about the divorce, but Nina uh, just needs to move on point blank and simple. And Carly folded again and is forgiving long neck Drew. He's not going to listen and he's going to still go after Nina. At this time, Drew needs to go to counseling, period. Yep, that's what I said yesterday. Linda says, you know what? Sonny is taking this thing a little too far concerning Dex being paid to protect him. I know. Sonny, oh, I did forget. There was scenes between Michael and Dante. Michael saying that Sonny really needs help because he has nobody protecting him. And Dante says, he has me. And he looked at him, he goes, you're a cop, Dante. You can only do so much. You know what I mean. Which is true. Yeah, Dante, you sure can protect him, right? And then Linda says, Sonny might as well accept the fact that his family truly loves him. I am says, GH is the best soap. The others keep recycling crap from Exorcist to tarot cards into trigger brainwash assassins to switching DNA. I am. Let's talk a little bit about your first sentence. GH is the best soap. Well, it is the best soap to me. But you're saying the others. Are you talking about the other soap operas keep recycling? Well, let's talk about tarot cards. We just had that on GH, 4 months ago with Charlotte. So let's put a check by tarot cards. Let's talk about Trigger Brainwashed Assassin. Ooh, we've got that on GH too. Watch, Jason's gonna be one of them. Drew was brainwashed before. I mean, GH does that a lot. And switching DNA is the name of the game on General Hospital. I am says, I agree. I agree. I agree. Drew needs therapy. Drew's need for revenge may send Carly back to Sonny. Kristen Storms looks younger with brown hair. The blonde was aging her. And then I am says, Maxie is going to end up back at Crimson. Brooklyn is already including Lucy in the stupid plan to bring, and Tracy bringing it up means the writers are thinking about it. I was looking at the handwriting and thought about the thank you note left at Ava's. What if John Cates was the shooter? The FBI has access to the satellites. The FBI has access to satellites and Sonny's mansion. Yes, they sure do. Yes, they absolutely do. Hold on for a second. I got my little comments I'm trying to read here. And they are acting up, y'all. My comments are acting up. Hold on for a second here. Okay, I found them. For some reason, my mouse was not scrolling on my comments. Here we go. I am says, Maxie is going to end up, oh, I already read that part. Nicole says, Carly agreed to go back to Crimson. I think Maxie and Carly will work really well together. I am says, Maxie isn't good with relationships. Spinelli was the best. She has an ex-husband in jail. What ex-husband of Maxie's is in jail? Comment corner, folks, please type in what ex-husband of Maxie's is in jail, because I don't know who that is. And then it says Lucky's an addict, Peter's a killer, Austin is a liar. Yeah, all those, yep, sure, definitely was. But I don't know what ex-husband of Maxie's is in jail. LaShunter says Maxie made me mad, especially comparing him to Peter. How many times has she lied? I know Maxie was the ultimate in liars. Spinelli was trying to help her. I feel she put Chrissy in the middle. You must be talking about Natalia. Blaze's mother. Her mother is a nasty, is her mother is nasty work. Nina's so desperate and delusional. Okay, Sonny loved you more than anyone. Shaking my head. I know when she said that, I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding. And Sonny should have corrected her. Yeah, watch her get mad at Ava. Ron says Spinelli found Sonny, followed Sonny's advice and told Maxie and told the truth. Now Maxie is mad at him. He confessed where he's confused and leaves. Then she thought about it, what she said, and then she was too late when she came back. Um, she was too late to take it back. What will she tell the kids? And Dacia says, waiting until Nina starts her gossip news spread liar about Carly and Drew Kane. and Drew Kane. Nina following Willow, finding out that Nina starting the gossip news, she will be angry at Nina. Willow will cut Nina out of her life. And then Lucy says, hello, Daily Recap lady. I was sad for Spinelli when Maxie told him to get out. He left and then Maxie had a change of heart, ran to the door and called his name, no answer. Yep, that was on Maxie. That was definitely on Maxie. All right, everybody, that's it for Comment Corner. Comment Corner. I will be back tomorrow with another daily uh, recap of General Hospital.